and welcome to the English News Bulletin from Alexandria Channel. The presidential spokesman, Dr. Yasser Ali, said today that President Mohamed Morsi welcomed Al-Noor Party initiative and expressed willingness to add the initiative to the next Wednesday's dialogue session agenda. Dr. Ali indicated that the president is committed to what was confirmed in last dialogue session and that there were no red lines to issues to be discussed in any dialogue session. The spokesman also stressed that President Morsi neither accepted nor refused the party's suggestion to reform the government. Al-Azhar Senior Scholars Authority met this morning to select the new Mufti, who will replace the outgoing Mufti, Dr. Ali Guma, who reaches retirement age of 61 this March. Al-Azhar Senior Scholars Authority, headed by Grand Imam Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, performed a secret vote to choose between the 9 nominees who met the criteria of the post's qualifications. Dr. Shawqi Ibrahim Abdul Karim, Professor of Jurisprudence and Shari in Tanta's Azhar branch, was announced to be Egypt's new Mufti by the majority of votes. Anti-government rallies organized peaceful marches towards Tahrir Square in Cairo on the day marking the toppling down of Mubarak after the 25th of January revolution. The protesters called for social justice and retribution for all martyrs in an attempt to inflict more pressure to release the detained. A number of demonstrators shut down the entrance to the Mujamma Tahrir. Verbal abuse between the demonstrators and the employees occurred as the late were denied entrance to their place of work. The Republican Guards intensified the security around the Ittihadiyya presidential palace. A number of sand sacks and barbed wires were placed in front of gate number 4 facing Al-Marghani Street. Monitoring cameras were also installed ahead of the intended march, marking the 2nd anniversary of Mubarak's removal. A number of political movements and coalitions have called earlier for rallies, and presently the number of protesters converging in the vicinity of Ittihadiyya Palace have caused a slowdown of traffic. Now turning to Bahira Governor Engineer Mukhtar Al-Hamalawi announced that a new State Council Courts complex in Damanhur will be built to ease the judicial process in Bahira. Al-Hamalawi discussed the project with Chancellor Gabriel Gad Abdel Malak, who stressed that the project will save the citizens as well as lawyers and judges to the trouble of traveling to other courts. A sum of £6 million will be devoted for this purpose. We're still in Bahira. Bahira Governor also agreed to build 5 new chalets on the shore of Edcus Beach for the coming summer season. The Governor also allocated a sum of £2,600,000 for building a 2-kilometre platform for fishing boats. An inspection tour to Edco, Rashid and Mahmoudiyya also resulted in several other decisions, including building a pumping fuel station next to the parking lot in the area. A fire broke out in the village of Al-Gara in Siwa this morning. Civil defense forces and armed forces sent fire brigades to put down the fire. Matruh Governor General Ahmed Al-Hayatmi headed towards the scene to inspect the damage that hit 40 acres of palm farms. Al-Gara is a village in Siwa, 270 kilometers south of the coastal city of Marsa Matruh. The Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics announced that the rate of monthly inflation rose by 1.8% in January compared to December 2012, and the annual rate of inflation rose by 6.6% compared to January 2012. The rate of monthly inflation climbed due to the increase in the prices. The agency's statement estimated the rise in housing maintenance by 6.6%, electricity by 5.9%, vegetables, and by 5.2%, furnishing by 4.9%, cars by 4.6%, appliances by 3.2%, and dairy products and eggs by 3%. And now a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. And finally, we see partly sunny, partly cloudy weather is expected to prevail throughout the day, with temperatures dropping gradually by night. Wind's direction is to the northeast, with a speed reaching 14 kilometers per hour. The sea is moderate. Waves height extends from 2.5 and 3 meters. Visibility reaches its lowest rates during the early hours of the morning. Expected temperatures in some cities for tomorrow: Alexandria high of 17, low 7, Beheira 18-9, Matruh high of 17 and low 7. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, for our news today. See you tomorrow. Thank you for following. This is Wafاء, البنا saying goodbye.